But I think one might make an argument that whoever the 14th pick in this draft is, plus Trey Hendrickson, in the short term, might be just as valuable, if not more valuable, than Max Crosby. Now, Shefty just said that they were talking to Hendrickson anyway. Maybe this deal happens even if the Crosby deal doesn't get called off. We'll never know. But taking only what we know into account, to me, the Ravens come out of this outstandingly well. Dan.
Max Crosby is one of 3 or 4 people that ruin games. Trey Hendrickson's a great player, led the NFL in sacks 2 years ago. Great player. Max Crosby, I would tell you, when he's at his best, different level. I don't disagree that the Ravens now getting Trey Hendrickson and keeping that pick as for now, and if they can get a high-level interior offensive lineman with that pick in a much better overall, I don't want to say better. They're in a very strong place in comparison to where they were with giant question marks at some spots.
I'll give you a name, which would be Spencer Fano. Could be a player who could be available there. Was a tackle in college. Will probably move inside. Might be available at number 14. They lost Tyler Linderbaum, their center. He might be someone. I'm just making up a name here. I have no idea if that's who they'll take at 14. But that combination, I think this is as good a pivot as you could have possibly imagined.
Yeah, I think what Dan is saying, I agree with, assuming that the Max Crosby you were going to get is the Max Crosby that they expected. I still think ultimately they would have rather had this work out the original way they planned, because that was the assumption they were getting that version of Max Crosby. If they believe, based on what the doctors suggest, that that version of Max Crosby isn't going to be there, this is an excellent pivot. It seems like the Raiders are the big loser in all of this, obviously, because what they had was a foundation of something that we were starting to believe in the Raiders for the first time in a long time. And that changes. You can overhaul a bunch of things, including that offensive line, with 3 picks in the first round over the next this draft and next draft.
Right.
That's gone now, and now they have a player that can't help them win the championship that I think they're aiming for, and is much less valuable than he was just a day ago.
I do feel compelled to point out that this signing cannot be official until he passes a physical.
Well done.
I'm not kidding.
Right.
Well done.
Right.
He was injured too.
He wasn't. But anyway, there's no reason to believe it won't. The Ravens are in some level of desperation mode with regard to their pass rush. It was extremely out of character for them to give up 2 first-round picks for a player, even 1, let alone 2. It's extremely out of character for them to sign an outside free agent at this level, and this might be a little in the weeds, but these compensatory picks teams get every year. The Ravens are the most obsessed and the best at getting them. They were going to get a 3rd-rounder next year for Tyler Linderbaum signing with the Raiders. Now this probably cancels that out. My point is the Ravens are acting like a team that feels a great deal of urgency to fix their biggest problem, which has obviously been the pass rush. So I would not rule them out for an edge rusher at 14 in the draft. Interior lineman or edge rusher is probably the way they'll go.